First, I prime the face with the Bobbi Brown dupe and has vitamin C and E in it, and I just massage that all around my face, including the most important part for me is my forehead because it's dry. Next, I conceal my eyes with the shade N1, which is the lightest shade, as I'm quite light, and I use a concealing eye brush. I was gonna put up my eye, but then I just realised that hygiene and just try to keep it clean. And I make sure that I dab it and not swiping, and I go all around my eyes and making sure that it's all evenly set. Next, I take two pink shades from my Beauty Bay palette. The both shades are Cosmopolitan and Make Them Wink. One of them is a lot more pinker, so I was just trying to get a more pigment on the eye. And then I would use circular motions with a small BPerfect brush. And then I keep going with the process. Next, I go in with my BPerfect Muted palette, and the glitter shade I'm using is called Frequency, and I just apply that over my eyelid, and I just use my finger because why not? Like, before brushes were made, our fingers were the brushes. And then I made sure that I just blended it with the previous shades, and so that it blended really nicely. Next, I go back in with the concealer just to make sure that my eyes are really well primed so that I can do the under eye. After I made sure that I concealed my under eyes, I wanted to do the base anyway, so I just went in with the lightest shade of concealer, and it was from BPerfect. And I'm just making sure that it's all evened out and that I'm doing my neck, and just making sure that it's all well blended. After that, I go in with the BPerfect setting powder to set my under eyes, and then I jump onto the eyes and I grab a smaller BPerfect brush with the same shade and putting it to my under eyes. Next, I wanted a nice shadow for above my eyelash, so I took a lilac colour called Blue and mixed it with purple and just lined it out along my eyelash line. And then I go in with my NYX white eye pencil and I go in with the waterline just to make it pop. Lastly, I use the BPerfect brow gel, and I just make sure that they're all nice and set, and I like to have soapy brows to just have that really nice effect. Next, I'm contouring my face as it looks quite pale, so I just went in with the Beauty Bay palette and I would just contour around my cheekbones and around my head, my hairline, and sometimes I just kind of contour under my chin just because it makes me feel better personally. Next, I go in with the Beauty Bay palette again with the two lightest shades for blush, and then I just apply in circular motions to buff it into my skin, So I just apply it round my cheekbones, my nose, and then I just like to use the excess off the brush and just put it around my face just to give me some colour. Next I use my index finger and I put the shade Moony from the Carnival palette just in the inner corner of my eyes and a little tiny bit on my eyebrow bone, and then I use that for highlight as it's a really pretty glittery highlight. As you can see, this is the highlight brush and I put it into that same shade, Moony, and I just kind of put it around just the usual parts, my upper cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, and my cutest bow just to kind of make it cute and shiny. Next I go in with my own personal mascara, and the mascara is called Sleek and it's really good for like lengthening lashes. Sorry if you couldn't see properly, I had the mirror just to try and see properly. I done the rest of the eyelashes off camera because it was just a lot of pressure. But next I go in with the Be Perfect lip pencil, and first I just start off with the middle part of my lips, with the lower lip, and then I start lining around. And then as it goes to my upper lip, you don't start from the middle, you start from the sides so that you don't get a sad line or like your lip doesn't look sad. The shade is called Kiss Me and it's a really pretty orangey nude colour which I wanted so it didn't clash with the eyes. Next I go in with an orangey nude colour, and this is a lipstick also from Be Perfect. I don't know how to pronounce the shade sadly, but yeah, it's a really nice shade and I just apply that around the lips. after that, I apply Mooney on my lips to get a nice, pretty metallic effect. And then I've just used that setting spray to set my face, and that was from Be Perfect. And that is just about the finished look.